Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing a very nice reading. I hope you're going to find these messages useful. I hope you're going to find your pile specifically. So maybe try not making these messages fit your story. There might be two messages in two different piles, and not everything in one pile has to resonate, okay? Because there's so many people watching. Now, what I would like you to do, I'm going to be holding up the intuitive deck for longer. So once you'll be looking at the abstract cards, see in which one you see a specific image that maybe relates to the person you are asking about, or it reminds you of something that is related to that person, or you might even see a sign in there for yourself. So try picking, really looking through that card, really looking in it, and if you need, stop the video and take a bit more time to look at each card that is on camera now, okay? So we're starting with pile number 1, which is this intuitive card over here. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Pile number 4. Okay, stop the video if you need some more time to choose your pile, and I'm going to see you in timestamps. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1, this intuitive card here, we're starting with your reading. So I have pre-pulled a couple of cards here that we're going to look at in a minute. I think we're going to take a look at those cards at the end, okay? I'm going to channel a bit before we start, and I'll just be throwing out the visions that I'm getting. I won't interpret them. You might find that this might be a sign you've been looking for. If you thought of the sign, if that's your pile, you might be very connected to that vision. So that might be an indication for you that that's your pile. Or if you've been looking for, if you have been noticing some signs and you didn't really know what it means, then you can reconnect this and understand that that is coming through your deceased as a sign that they're around, okay? So let's start with channeling first, and we're gonna go from there, okay? I'm just gonna throw out every vision that I see. Now, what I saw firstly was a bicycle, and there is something very particular about that bicycle. You know how all bicycles have certain shape, the way it's built, structure. There is something different about that bicycle that we're talking about. So someone may have put something on it or tried to make it their own. That bicycle is coming through here quite strongly. And I'm being referred to a child. So it might be your child. It might be that you're waiting to have one. I'm just going to leave it with you. But that child, the image of a child, I just saw the face, a smiling face. They would be around, let's say, 4 or 5 months old. The time, the age doesn't really matter, but it seems like around the face of a child I saw sun rays. So a very happy chap, okay, here, and I don't know why. For someone is gonna make sense. and 3 branches. And those 3 branches have a certain meaning out there to someone. And it might be connected to the times when it was difficult. Maybe someone was going for trees, and top of my head is tingling now. A bit like what I was experiencing. Funny. A bit like what I was experiencing while doing private mediumship to someone today. It's like my hair, I can feel my hair as if someone's touching my hair. It's like a tingling sensation. It's very strange. So you might feel that kind of sensations when this person is around you. Head part is quite important because I saw this child's face, and now we're still being referred to the top part of the body, the head, the hair. Pay attention to that, okay? Okay, let's take a look at. Now, why I'm not going to be looking at how this person has died is because there are so many of you and it just wouldn't make sense. So we're jumping straight into the messages, to what they want you to know right now, what they want to say, okay? And I'm using my angel deck because I feel like it's a very appropriate deck for this reading. What do you want to say to pile number 1? Doesn't matter if you are male or female. This person wants you to know that you have very good motherly instincts, and you should never doubt the ability to care for other people. Never doubt your ability to care for others, especially if those other people or person is not as capable as you are. Okay, if someone needs help in particular here, and it's very beautiful. I want to show you. Look at this ocean here. Wait, I'm gonna rewind a bit. I was looking at this part. How beautiful is that, hey? Maybe it's gonna mean something for someone out there. Now, let's take a look at the rest. What they want to tell you. Wow, this soul is very encouraging. It's like you can tame a lion, they're saying. So why would you worry sometimes? Because you have that character of being able to tame a lion. So there is nothing you can't really overcome here, especially if you're going through difficulties now. And can you hear my laptop started going like shh? So it means that it's thinking. That's the thinking process. It starts heating up, and it's purely due to energies. It happens anytime, you know? So maybe someone is experiencing some heat flashes or something of that sort. Okay, let's take a look at where you're looking at. You're looking towards a different horizon, they're saying. What are they thinking about this? You're looking towards a different horizon. Okay, look. Wherever you're thinking of going, wherever that different horizon is for you, on the other side, you see how someone is contemplating about going somewhere? They're saying, look, you're being protected, and it's all wands, and that's literally heat, that's fire, right? This is saying you are basically being protected, so pay attention to the symbol here. I think someone might even have a tattoo about it, something of that sort, protection. Tattoo that has a protection meaning. I'm not sure what that's exactly referring to, but whatever that tattoo, it seems like it might mean protection to someone. And my laptop is going like crazy now. I'm just gonna stop the music. Hear it. Can you hear that? Okay. Let's see what else here. What can I see here? Intuitively, what I'm getting here for you guys, it seems like you might want to go somewhere, you might want to experience something new, and you're very confused sometimes when it comes to change. Sometimes you think that you don't have enough balls or enough strength to overcome something or endure change, but that's the opposite. The way the soul started talking about you was like, hey, you can accomplish anything, and you're being looked after them AF here, so you shouldn't worry. What is it that they want you to leave aside or not to concentrate on right now? For some of you, I don't know why, but they're saying leave the gossip aside. So there might be people around you who tend to be like that, or you might want to communicate with certain type of people and maybe they're not the best for you. Something about leave the vibes that are not yours, especially when it comes to communication, leave it on a side, okay? We have the wheel. What they want you to leave aside. And we have the Empress. It seems like for some of you, self-image is, sorry, it's blurred. Here we go. Self-image has been damaged at one point in your life. How you see yourself. Do you really love yourself? And that's coming through here. It seems like this soul, what they would like you to do is to kind of bring back that self-image. There's something about ego that was disrupted at one point, and they would like you to work on it. And they really want you to stay away from people who bring gossip in your life or bring some kind of drama. That's very important, that what's coming through here, okay? Let's take a look at your oracle cards. The crumbling, and I think it makes sense for you guys here because it seems like the soul is trying to tell you that watch out, because everything that doesn't belong in your life is gonna be taken away. And the more you cling on to it, the worse you're gonna make it for yourself. So allow it to happen naturally. Allow it to happen naturally, because then you're gonna start seeing a very beautiful landscape here. So the walls have to come down in order for the landscape to be clearer for you. Make sense? And then we have Star Brothers. So for some of you guys, not all of you, leave it if it's not your message. This soul would like to say hi to brother, okay? So it can be your brother if you do have one, or it can be their own brother who's still living. Now, because somehow masculines were quite important for this person, and they would still like to check in on them. And then we have Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So there is a lot of that ancestral kind of energy to this. It seems like whoever this person was, they might have had very strong ancestors themselves, and as if they could have become your ancestor of some sort, or have developed and evolved as a soul, that they became much stronger than what they thought they would be when they crossed over. And that's very intense energy here, guys. It's very intense, but they keep referring to, in my mind, to peace. You need to search for your peace, and it seems like you're looking for that peace with Three of Wands, and they would like to really explore that opportunity here if you will be given one, or if you are thinking about creating that opportunity for yourself, okay? Let's take a look at the message. Six of Winter. I really think you guys are planning to go somewhere. If you do, from the cage, okay, let's just talk about the imagery here. This cat has released itself from that island that made them feel somehow restricted. So from restriction to exploration. And this soul keeps referring to that. I mean, take a look at this. I'm gonna pull out Three of Wands again. You know, thinking about doing something, going, moving ahead, and then actually doing it. So what's keeping you bound, they are saying? Release yourself from being in that cage, mental or physically not being able to move forward, okay? And it's saying challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of release. Let the past go and embrace the happier times ahead. Whatever has happened in the past, they don't want you to look at it. Because even this person, they're not looking backwards, they're looking forward, okay? So I truly hope that this message has found the person that it has to find, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello people, whoever has chosen pile number 2, this intuitive card here, we started with your reading, and it's gonna be a very chilled vibe, okay? We're just gonna be talking about things. Now, I'm not going to tune into how this person has passed purely because how many people are watching this, okay? Now, I'm gonna be channeling a bit before I start off, and I'm just going to be throwing out the visions that I'm seeing. So these might be the images that you've been looking for, keys, some kind of symbols that are meaningful to you, and it might be as acknowledgement from them saying you're in the right place, you're listening to a right pile. If none of these will make sense, I would suggest you listening throughout the whole pile. If it still doesn't make sense, choose a different one, okay? So try not pushing these messages to fit, because this is quite a sensitive reading, okay? So let's take a look at your messages. Now, okay, I have to say this. If it's not your message, leave it for someone else, but someone is asking about their child here, okay? About their child. And it's crazy how throughout, in the middle of pile 1, my laptop started heating up so badly, and the only thing it's doing right now is playing meditation music. So the energies are so overwhelming right now. I mean, I'm gonna stop this video. You can hear the like the ocean, you know? Can you hear that? This is just basically my laptop on its own heating up. And it's not the first time. I'm used to it, but it's just like so beautiful to see how the energies work. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, now I'm just gonna throw out the visions. I do see a chain, and that chain turned into some kind of golden necklace. So, the hidden message for someone, it can be that make sure whatever you attach to is not fake gold, or is not, you're not seeing it as gold and it's not really, okay? It's something about that here. Doesn't have to be. Now for some of you, you have it seems like there's a lot of tension in your back, but specifically I would say around 20 centimeters down the neck, and a little bit towards the right side, but like a couple of centimeters towards the right side, okay? So what that means to me, some of you might have to find a solution how to sit properly. If you're working out, is that right way you're doing it? And for some of you, it purely talks about burdens that you've taken on your shoulders. And I'm seeing a golden coin, and that golden coin switches its colors, tones to it. And I do see golden, and then it turns into copper. So some of you might have coins that represent this vision of mine. They might be connected to this person. You might see coins, okay? If you do see coins quite often randomly, this is your deceased, okay? Pay attention to those coins. Okay, let's start. What do they want to talk about here? What do they want to say? What do they want to say? Okay. Whoa. This motherly energy is coming through in the second pile now. And this pile is coming through differently though. They want to acknowledge the mothering energy you hold in yourself, but I'm hearing wife, mother, okay? And this person seems like and my belly is hurting a bit, as if, it's very strange, because as if, did someone just give birth, or is someone pregnant? It's something about that energy here that they would like to acknowledge. Not for all of you guys, not for all of you. Okay, let's see. Let's see what they want to say. I feel like this spirit is quite close to you, because when I started shuffling these cards that we're going to take a look at in the end, they popped right straight from the deck, and I used 3 different decks, and one after another was just like bang, bang, bang. So there might be actually 2 options. Would it be you not communicating with them for a really long time, or them being really close next to you? Okay, there's one or the other. There is no in between here in this pile, for sure. Whoa, look, same cards are popping out like in pile 1. I don't know, maybe you should listen to pile 1, or you just came from pile 1. Something about this here, guys. So intense. Literally, same cards are popping out, guys. Whoa. Okay, let's go further. Let's go further. And I've pre-shuffled this deck, and I shuffled it on camera too. Okay, we're shifting towards a different energy here. Let's see what's here. So guys, these messages here, these all 3 cards came through in pile 1. And intuitively, I don't see a completely different scenario here. So maybe check out pile 1 and pick the bits that are making sense to you there. They want to say what they want to say. Okay, let's see. Let me adjust the camera for you. Now, what I'm getting here, pay attention to butterflies for sure, okay? This is someone who's very protective over you, but like double the protection than pile 1. This spirit seems like is so close to you and so protecting you with these 2 cards. If you take a look at my King of Swords in this deck, this guy doesn't play games, okay? I'm protecting, like they're protecting this child here, okay? So I'm protecting this person, and it keeps coming through here. It seems like that's gonna be the strangest thing ever, probably you've heard, but that happened to someone. This person, this deceased person, even works through your hands somehow. Works through your hands. So for some of you already know what I'm talking about. Now this is going to be a different scenario. For others of you, what I mean by working through hands, it means that sometimes you might put something somewhere or do something and you forget that you've done it, and it somehow makes sense to you afterwards why you've done it such way. But really it seems like they sometimes take over your hands, and they do something that comes out to be as a protection for you. So if you ever was driving and you were distracted, it seems like this spirit would take over. It's so strange, like how protective the soul is. It's either you or this soul has a connection, a really strong connection with some of them had issues with throats, not for all of you, but I'm like in this card, 8 of Cups, right? They have a connection with a sky, and Anytime you feel like crap, or you feel like you're missing this person very dearly, there's something for you in the sky. So you're gonna have a certain pull to look at the sky at certain times and listen to that, because it seems like there might be a specific star, or it might be just very bright, and there's gonna be your confirmation that it's fine, I'm with you. It's a very strange connection with sky, though. You might even see different images or forms in the clouds, so I would pay attention to that. Okay, every time you're like, oh damn it, I don't know like if that's the right way I'm going towards, remember to lift your head up if you do have clouds around you and see something there. Not necessarily the clouds, but just lift your head up. You're gonna be pulled to do so. Okay, so that's gonna be this spirits, like, they can even work for your body sometimes. They're like, okay, I'm gonna make them look up in the sky, or I'm gonna make them to pay attention to this. So truly pay attention. Oh my god, I'm gonna stop this. Look, I'm playing the meditation music. I'm gonna rewind a bit. No, I'm gonna rewind once I'll show you the screen. You see what's happening here? This person is reaching. I'm gonna go back a bit. Is reaching towards a sky as I speak. Literally. So really pay attention. He's beautiful, isn't it? And remember how I talked about hands? And it just started playing. This is amazing. So pay attention to these signs, okay? Let me see what the message is. We have 7 of Autumn, and it says, the planning, resources, and efforts you have invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. This is the same card like 7 of Wands over here. It's talking about you having patience when it comes to the outcomes, okay? So this is saying, hey, I know that you've been working on something and you've been patient, but you need a little bit more, and just try to look at the situation from a different perspective. What can you take out of it? And try not being too defensive as well. It's coming through here. Try to see all sides of the argument or all sides of a situation. So sometimes when you're like, nothing is going right in my world right now, or everything is so bad, even though I don't think so for pile number 2, they would really like you to look at the good sides of it and look at the past, how difficult situations have brought something much better. Okay, let's take a look at the rest. That's nice. Look, it says you are already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. This is saying that you can already see where your north is, which is your destiny, or where you're supposed to be. Okay, and it's saying you can already see the glimpse of it, so just keep walking. If you ever question yourself that am I on the right track at all, I feel like I'm off track for most of the time, it's saying no, you're not. You're already facing the right direction. Then we have double mission, and some of you are light workers, okay? It says double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. So they would really like you to bring out this uniqueness about you and not being ashamed of it, and not being ashamed in your beliefs and how you see the world. Speak your truth, this is saying, and serve the world by being you. Only by being you here, it seems like you're going to get to that north, they're saying. Because if you're going to start looking for inspirations or how other people do things and how other people go about this, it's not going to be your path. You have to go about it the way you want to. So you know everything, start doing it, basically. I truly hope that this message has found right people or right person, and I'm going to catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3. Now how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start with channeling, and I'm going to throw out any vision that I see, and I'll try not to interpret the images in my mind, because for some of you it might mean that if you're vibing with the image or what I'm gonna tell you, it might be your acknowledgement from them that you're in the right place, you're listening to a right message. Okay, now for some others of you, if you feel like you cannot put these keys or these images together with this person somehow, maybe listen to the reading, and if you feel like it doesn't vibe completely with you, I wouldn't suggest you pushing these messages to fit. Okay, so let me channel first and we're gonna go from there. Okay, now, okay, they're showing me the difference, and they're showing me a big difference about them. There is a difference about them as people. Pile number 3, whoever this is you're talking about, because yeah, even the way I was shuffling a deck, I was shuffling it vertically, and I did it horizontally for the rest of the piles. So this person was somehow unique. Would it be in your eyes? Would it be by something that they were doing in life? They were quite different. It's like they laugh in my head, saying there was some jealousy around me too. But they take it as a good thing for them now. They're smiling, they don't care. Especially younger days, so they must have been really beautiful or handsome. If you pulled out pictures, old pictures of them when they were younger, even if you're asking about someone who's young, take a look at other people they were hanging around with, because they seem very different. They stand out. And you know what I saw? I saw a wheel, and one of those wheels that you have in ships. Captains, you usually see captains driving the ship, and I don't know what exactly symbology that wheel represents, but maybe it's gonna make sense to you, or you might want to look it up. Okay, now they're really acknowledging the moon, and it's a really big ass moon that I'm seeing here. Okay, so if you are, and I have that tingling sensation in my hair now, like in pile number 1, and I've done private reading, and I had that too today, and it started from there, private mediumship. So that's very strange. Now, this is a very strong character that we're talking about. It's as almost I don't have to give you a description. Back to the moon, because it keeps flashing. Those who are somehow intuitive or have some kind of called superpowers, this person really acknowledges it, and it seems like they're watching you work. I'm hearing. So let me look at what they want to say and what they want to talk about. They saw someone. I have to stop you here. They saw someone picking up rocks or shells at the beach recently. So if that was the place that you visited with them, you have to know, guys, by the way, I have to throw it out here, that what deceased do, if you want to celebrate their life, go to places that they used to love going to. Would it be beach? Would it be certain restaurant? Would it be certain tradition that you had, like get together? But there has to be something specific about it. Like it was something that made them feel really good. It was something that was making them, their heart sing, a specific favorite place of theirs. Okay, so that's the way to celebrate them, because they are most present with you when you're doing things like that, connected to them and get-togethers. Okay, let's see what we have here. Three of Pentacles. Oh, pay attention to number 3. Someone has a toothache. I'm sorry if you do. Okay, let's see what's that talking about. I'm gonna put this all out. Oh my god, similar cards are popping out throughout. There's a connection throughout these three. Yeah, these 3 options. For pile number 1, certain cards popped out. For pile number 2, doesn't matter how long I've shuffled the deck prior shooting and during the video, the same cards popped out at the top. Now for you, from pile number 2 and 1, I think, this card is coming up, this and that. So there is a big connection throughout these piles, and I'm not sure why, because that's super interesting for me. Okay, now let's take a look at this. This person, the soul that we're talking about, it seems like they're trying to protect you from arguments and fights with other people. They really don't like seeing people fight, they're saying. I wish that people got on well together. They want you to collaborate with a specific type of people, and these are the people who tend to see the life from a bit of a different perspective. Because for this pile, it's all about perspective, okay? The way I'm looking at this 3 of Wands is a bit different than in other piles, and also 7 of Cups. It's all about looking towards something and trying to make up your mind. For you, what they need you to do right now, they are saying, really pay attention to signs. They're probably very present with you, pile 3. Pile 3 and numbers 3 are coming here quite strongly. Sometimes you might feel the warmth on your shoulder, on your back, and that warmth might be coming for a little bit like, oh, what is this? So it's them, okay? Don't get freaked out. Especially when you need to make up your mind, a bit like in 7 of Cups here, okay? So you invisibly supported here. Now, how this pile... Ooh, did you see that? Did camera catch it? I don't know if you did, but I looked at my laptop and I saw birds there. Because there's that meditation music playing and it has very beautiful sceneries. And also this massive ass insect flew nearly into the camera, so I don't know if it picked up or not. And when I looked at the time from beginning of pile 3, it was 0808. Whoa. Whoa. It seems like this person keeps talking about, I don't want people to fight. I wish everyone could live happily. Now, if you do have a situation in your life where you feel like you can't get on with someone, it's maybe probably better to look for another choices or to work on how you communicate with people. And it goes the same way for this other person, because they really want you to communicate clearly and unemotionally when it comes to specific person in your life, okay? They don't want you to get involved in all of that. It's like, they're like, you're better than this, you know, you don't need that energy here. So I don't know if there is someone giving you that energy here, but it seems like they are trying to protect you from that happening. Now, pay attention to your future manifestations, especially when it comes to work, because I'm looking at 3 of Pens and the Magician here. They're saying that there's something coming up for you regarding work. So if you've been very stressed out, especially in your head, or you've been thinking if you will be the one who gets a certain job, they are saying you will. So there is that protectiveness to you, towards you, that they express in here as well with the King of Swords, okay? Like this king is protecting the kid, the child, okay? Let's take a look at your messages here. I want to start with the Oracle, I think. Here we go, that perspective is coming through here. Now look, none of this matters. Whatever is giving you headache right now, or you're stressed over something, it's saying none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. This is saying zoom out and start seeing the situation from a completely different perspective. So as if, sometimes when we look at people and we're like, but they're not going about this correctly, and you can see everything, all angles, because you're an outsider. So that's how they want to look at your life. Is it what's making you worry? Because this pile, it seems like you worry sometimes too much, and they are saying there is nothing to worry about. None of this matters. Okay, zoom out, take one step back. Okay, don't get involved too much. This is saying don't get involved so much. Here we go, get grounded. So for some of you, nature is gonna do really good things for you here, especially when it comes to anxiety and depression. It seems like you take too much from everywhere, from work, from people at home, from people on the way to work, or in the shop. You are like a sponge there, saying what you need to do. I want you to come out to nature and recharge yourself. If you have been working with nature, this is the acknowledgement, saying that's appreciation what you're doing. Now specifically, pay attention to petals, rose petals, flower petals, flowers in general. There's a connection, very strong connection, how this soul comes through to you, through nature somehow, okay? Through nature, through insects, or through birds. Quite important here for pile number 3. Ace of Autumn, nice card. I really like seeing this card here. It says you can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, or serendipitous meeting or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. So it seems like if you've been worrying about this too much, they're like, but it's coming, And look, those coins are coming through here. I think I had it in the vision, and coins popped through here. I completely forgot. Yeah, so coins is a big thing here, guys, for you especially. Have your lucky coin if you can, or a lucky note that's gonna bring you. They're saying through believing that that coin is lucky or that note is lucky, you're gonna allow yourself to attract more abundance, and it doesn't have to be only financial. Okay, so I hope this made sense and this message found someone who had to hear it, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 4, this intuitive card, sorry, can't speak, in front of you. Now let's take a look at this, how I'm gonna do it. Firstly, I'm gonna channel, so whatever the vision that I see, I'll just throw it at you. And now it can be a sign from them, it might be something that's very connected to them as people. It might be very connected to you, or you're just seeing that around yourself, okay, quite a lot. So that can be talking about them sending you signs through that, or about a specific scenario, okay? So let me tune into that, and we're gonna start with channeling, and we're gonna tune into tarot in a minute, okay? Oh, okay. You know what I'm seeing? Wheels, car wheels. And when cars are racing, just before they speed up. So imagine as if they aligned, two cars are aligned, and they are about to get a green light. And I do see that wheel specifically spinning so much in one place. One car is still standing in one place, that there is so much smoke coming out of it. So there is that swiftness, okay? Quick, swift. Maybe they did have a very, very strong connection with cars somehow here. can also be a representation for some of you of maybe how they passed on, but not for many. Scratch that if it's not your scenario, okay? I'm seeing a sunflower, so this is very pure and innocent. I'm gonna leave this with you, okay? I'm not gonna interpret this too much, but sunflower, it's quite important here. And a fence. A fence. So it seems like that fence, it's very strange how that fence makes me feel though. It's like it's there, but it's kind of invisible. So would you want to put boundaries up with people for them not to see that you're doing that purposely, but you still have that? So energetically, you might learning boundaries with people, and that's something that they acknowledge. Because that fence is it's almost transparent to me. You know it's there, and you wouldn't cross it, but it's not really there. It's so strange. Whew, okay, let's move. Let's see what they want to talk about. I have extra messages that we're going to read at the end. Some of them really like tornadoes or like anything that is very disastrous that would happen in nature. This is someone who really liked risks. I don't know if it's going to be for all of you, but risks and living life to its fullest, it's something that this person liked. Now, if that's not the case for them, it means that that's how maybe you should try living your life fully. Try challenging yourself. Maybe that's something that they would like you to do. Obviously, don't take stupid risks. You all know your capacity, what would be smart for you to do, what not, but really try something new. It's like they're nagging me. Okay, let's see. What are you afraid of, they're asking. And you see how they coming through this soul. I mean, whoa. It's like they would almost ask you so many questions that you would be forced to face your fears. Okay? And it's like I almost want to reach for a book that I have that's talking about fears. And it's called Fear the Fear, and feel the fear and do it anyway. So maybe you should read about this. Read that book. 4-4. See, these two cards are talking about being in this comfort zone. Do you think that's something that you tend to do too often or for really long periods of time? It seems like you maybe tend to hold on to something dearly for your life, and you maybe miss out sometimes on new opportunities in your life. Do you trust yourself enough? Do you believe in yourself enough? Because this soul is really nagging me to tell you that you can do so much, but you have to see the opportunities, and those opportunities might be brought to you at the time when you are most uninterested. And it's like universe might be testing you sometimes. Hey, would you want to let this go? You're like, no. Do you want to take this new cup? You're like, no. So it's something about that. Look how these two people are holding their hands and how they sit in here. If you have started doing this already, where you let go of that pentacle and let go of that mindset of I'm not interested in something or I'm not going to try something new, this is your big pat on the back from this person. Huge. Okay. And I looked at the camera. Okay, we're gonna have to stop this music. Because what happened, I looked at that bird, and I love how this is vibing today. And I'm just gonna rewind because I was a bit too late. I'm gonna show you what was on my screen. So I'm playing some meditation music here, and just before it, I looked at the camera, and we have that many birds flying. See what's happening here? And look at that bird from the page of cups, swords here. Now, what you have to pay attention to is birds for sure here in this pile, okay? They might come through birds, or they might come through anything really that has wings. You might even find some birds sitting somewhere on a branch and staring at you, and you're like, this is a bit weird. So this is their presence, okay? This is their presence. Star, look. There is a big dream connected to this pile. There is something that you're trying to reach, and they would like you to reach for it. Does something in your life right now seem like it's unachievable, or it's kind of like it's too long to get there for me, or the way is too long? You know, it's something about that here. This person really wants you to explore that opportunity of chasing your dream. Look, they really don't want you to be focused and be in this state of crying over spilled milk. So especially if it's connected to this person's death, because the best way to celebrate their life and to make them feel appreciated when they have crossed over is living your best life. And maybe that's why they've been nagging me about this all the time. Because you see, what they see from the other side, they're more present than people think they are. I don't think we're educated about that enough. I don't think I was educated enough until I started really working with deceased myself, okay? Then I was proven so many things that I never thought of. And the best way here to honor them or to remember them is to live your life that is making you happy. If you cling on to certain feelings of unhappiness or depression, they see that. They see you, okay? They do see you. And what you should do is to really maybe go to a place where they used to go. And I looked at the screen again, and I saw a woman meditating on the beach. Go to a place that they used to go to, or do something traditional to them, okay? It's something about this mindset that they're trying to tell you that you need to change that mindset. And for some of you, it's going to be purely mindset. For some others, it's about taking that opportunity that's going to be given to you, and it's saying, if you're in that mindset, you can't see those opportunities. I want you to open your eyes and really see them in order for you to grab it. And what we have here, we have grab it, I said, and look at my world card. It's a bit different. Someone is holding a baby. So grab that opportunity. This is a creation of some sort. We want you to grab that creation. If you did that already, this is a massive pat on the back here. Okay. I need one more card for pile number 4. Yeah, look, opportunity. So there might be a message you will be receiving from someone. Watch out for that, okay? It's gonna come through communication. Someone might come towards you and tell you something. And someone might also propose something that's connected with work. But now it's up to you if you're gonna see that, or if you will be in that state of not wanting anything or not wanting to move forward because you're just in a low mindset, okay? And sometimes people, they think that in a good mindset, but it's much more than that. It's much more than waking up and not being depressed or not being anxious, you know. It's about you creating that day for yourself here. And I don't know why they want me to talk about that. They're saying it's good to feel through this. Feel through it. If you need to, go cry, do everything that you want, go boxing, let it out, you know. But they really want you to come back on track in order to see the future opportunities coming your way. Okay, that's the only thing that's so important for me here. I can't stress this enough, because how they're showing me you in the future is like there are crowds of people around you, right? And you're standing here, and they're showing me as if you would be literally going like that and pushing all these people away and walking past everyone. You're literally gonna be walking your path. So let's take a look at your cards here. fall into my arms. It says surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. This is a very motherly card, I can tell you. This is representing a person who, look at these souls around. It's a bit like that crowd I saw, but I saw them from both sides here. This is talking about you fully trusting that you're okay when you feel like you're not. And there's that big energy about what's happening in your life. What they want to tell you is that through that, you're going to be able to see the light again. So surrender is a big thing here. Surrendering to the actual hardship or transition is a big part here. Surrender, but don't be stuck, okay? One more, let's see what we have here. Ooh, that's okay. Look, so whatever I've been talking about, whatever you feel like you're battling with, certain scenarios, patterns in your life, it's happening because you are trying to be shown how to release your soul pattern, contract, and past life stuff. So you might see that certain relationships are not going such way, or your work's not going the way you want it to work, and there's always that some kind of obstacle. And this is saying you have to shift something around, and I think you've done it already, guys, for pile number 4. I feel like you're like, I know, man. You are releasing yourself from actual. Maybe that's why I saw that fence. Okay. You're releasing yourself from being tied. Okay. And that's a really good thing here, because it seems like once you do release the soul pattern that keeps repeating is when you will shift to your new reality. And it's really, really strong here. Oh, here we go. There's that big ass moon that we talked about at the very beginning, right? It seems somehow like connecting to your moon, which is feminine, it will help you to release that soul pattern. I don't know what exactly it means for all of you, but someone's gonna make sense of it. Last card. For winter, it says, thoroughly think things through. Thoroughly. Oh my god, I can't speak. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. Thoroughly think things through before making a decision. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer to a resolution. So that was coming through in this pile. But meditation and prayer will bring the answers you seek. So it's more about what I'm seeing in this pile. It's more about allowing yourself to rest, but not being in the petty state. Okay, that's really important. This soul really doesn't like you being stuck in this pettiness, even if they want you to feel that through. But it seems like maybe sometimes you are even angry on yourself that certain things are not coming your way. They're really encouraging you to understand why. Look at the patterns in your life, what wasn't working out for you, because there are 2 opportunities coming your way that you're going to have your eyes open to grab it. You're gonna have to be free to grab it, okay? There's some kind of lifestyle or job or connection that's not working out for you. It might be holding you back. And this soul, that's why it was screaming like freedom for me, or trying something new and being so extreme, right? Because they're trying to tell you that by making that change, you're going to release your soul pattern that might be a bit karmic for you, okay? I hope it made sense. And this message found the person that had to hear it, and I'm going to catch you next time. Bye for now.